his deputy president. Make Mombi his prime cabinet secretary. Make the 9 daughters, Washera, Waithera, Wanjiru, Wambui, and all as cabinet secretaries. Nothing would change. The mountain is gone on forever. Because the mountain hates betrayal and hates deception. Those are 2 things that the people of the mountain hate. So no amount of appointing anybody in this region will change anything. The people are through with President William Ruto because he betrayed the region and he deceived the region. And his remedy, that matter, is a close chapter. And I have to be correct, and in the fullness of time.
You know, I'm really failing to understand something that this guy knows very well, that even regarding Gachagua, is telling them the truth. That you continue supporting William Ruto, but even if he goes to the graves of the 9 daughters of Murima and awakens them and brings them back to life, somebody like even if he brings Kibaki back, even if he brings Udeda and Kimathi, the mountain has gone and gone forever. The mountain has gone and gone forever. So I don't know whether William Ruto is also sometimes also sits down and analyzes these things, or maybe he does things simply because he wants them to do. And funny enough, some of the ODM members, some of the ODM people are supporting it. Not only ODM, not just ODM. Some of the Luos are supporting it. The mountain has gone. You are there as an ODM leader, as a national leader, in fact, as a Luo leader, who should show direction and realize that if the people of Kikuyu, if the Kikuyus are the ones that are saying that the mountain has gone, that William Ruto cannot get any vote from the mountain, even if he gives them a lot, very many positions, and you're there supporting it. Now, we understand the disappointment that there is a lot of disappointments that the Luo community or the Nyanza people or people that support Raila Odinga have been having for a very long time, because when Luos wanted the Kikuyu to support them, the Kikuyus refused. Some of the Kikuyus refused. When Uhuru Kenyatta told the Kikuyus, the central people, let me not talk about Kikuyus because it will be like I'm attacking one community. When Uhuru Kenyatta told the central people that they should support Raila Odinga because he thought that Raila Odinga was the candidate that maybe could have understood their needs, they went to Ruto. When Raila decided to join hands with Uhuru Kenyatta, they rejected Uhuru Kenyatta. Why? Because they didn't want Raila Odinga. Right now, Raila Odinga have decided to join hands with William Samoei Ruto. They don't want Raila Odinga. They are saying that Raila Odinga is a betrayer. When Raila Odinga is quiet, they are saying that Raila Odinga should come out and speak. All these are disappointments because a lot of them have been asking that, okay, what does these people want? Now, that one aside, and I think that one, in as much as maybe we want to put it aside, it is really going to cause something that if the Luo community are not very careful with some individuals, then it's going to bring back that the war. I don't know whether it will bring that war between the war between the Kikuyus and the Luos. But one thing I know for sure is that prevention is normally better than cure. Now, there are 2 leaders from Luo community who are very much arrogant even when they are speaking, and the Luos should do away with them before anything bad happens, because I think this issue of tribalism was dealt with during the time that the relationship between Luos and Kikuyus was dealt with during the time that Uhuru Kenyatta decided to shake hands with Raila Odinga. And that is where now the Luos and the Kikuyus started associating. Now, these people want to bring this issue back. Some of them are saying that the war between Kikuyus and Kalenjins is not Luo's war. Some of them are saying that when they needed Kikuyus the most, Kikuyus betrayed them. I don't know which Kikuyus betrayed them, but one thing I know is that not all Kikuyus betrayed Luos. It is only some people that voted for William Ruto. Why? Because they wanted to punish Uhuru Kenyatta. The Kikuyus didn't want to, not that they didn't want Uhuru Kenyatta, but they didn't want the person that Uhuru Kenyatta was taking to them. Little did they know that this person that they were running to was the worse than even the person that was being taken to them. They didn't know, and that is why right now they've been crying all and saying that we wish we knew. They cried all along that they wish they knew. At least they could have elected Raila Odinga. Why? Because perhaps Raila Odinga could have not done to them things that are being done to them. Now Gladys Wanga is saying something here, though he's saying it in Kijaluo, but I can translate it.
Okunochiwe wali na kuobede opposition wali ya serikali wanu wanga kuambu wina lego kwa watu ni left wadi kani kwa watu ni right wadi kani kwa watu ni fire wadi monamo omiwobinu jo mariet jo montan mane siasa mawako sana kata mungu ndike Ecclesiastes ni there is a time and a season for everything. There a time to maandamana and a time to sit back. Also ko uru wacho ngani wangni wabiga gwambo ni idagi sani koro ka gwambo wacho ni African Union na gwambo dagi wuo gikmoko kekore dagi wuo joluo da kuwuo jodien da kuwuo mwau umbe ungi dou wuura uwe umbe ungi tiedu diuru mane mandamani one person in over beika badi SES national treasury one day SES my energy leave nuna ngo wanyaka kuro wayure kase gik mabeyo manyalo serikali wakao mundo wakeli agwa bombe wale mundo bi African Union tadieri marwatni gi anonge kuche kura en achiel Kenya ka kende en mar William Samoei Ruto emomiyo wayure mos nikech kalwe to wang'eyo.
He's trying to say that the war that is right now, the Luos are not involved in it. The war between Kikuyus, the war between the people of the mountain and William Ruto's government and William Ruto is not the war. And they cannot get involved in the war that does not matter to them. And she's even going ahead and saying that right now they are in the government, that Luos are in government. And I said this, and I've been asking this for a very long time, that if Luos are in government, then why is it that there is no development in Luo land? Okay, John Mbadi is the National Treasury. Is there anything tangible that can be seen that John Mbadi has done since he joined William Ruto's government? Opiyo Wandayi is the CS of Energy. Is there something that Opiyo Wandayi have done that now Luos can appreciate, can be happy by saying that we are in the government, that being that our sons and brothers are in government, at least we've seen development? If truly these people are in government and Luos are happy that they're in government, then this issue of taking fish from Kisumu to Thika should stop. Let there be a depot of fish to be built in Kisumu or in Siaya. You know, these guys, these people, I don't know whether that is why Edwin Sifuna called them psychopaths. Now, when Edwin Sifuna was calling them psychopath, not that he didn't know what he was saying. He understood what he was saying. Now, Gladys Wanga is saying that they cannot involve themselves in a war that is not theirs. Why? Because right now they're enjoying. And you hear him saying that there is time for everything. In fact, she is even quoting the Bible, that there is time for everything. There is time to mandamana, there is time to enjoy. So what are they enjoying? What are Luos enjoying? Is Opiyo Wandayi and John Mbadi's enjoyment in the government, or feeling well in the government, flying around with the helicopter, a matter to that old mama in the village who doesn't even have anything to eat? That boy who finished class 8 or form 4, and doesn't have any school fees. How does it matter to him or her? That orphan who is lacking any support from anybody, how is that a matter to him or her? You know, these people, they think that if they're enjoying, everybody is enjoying. That is another person that needs to be tamed is Kaluma.
Baba, who has no cabinet, became a conman, became a traitor, became a person leaking gens, Those ones of Gachagua were not licking anybody's blood. Recently, Uhuru was given very many positions. How many were there? 6 or 7. He took all of them to Kikuyus. The Merus have been crying. You saw Kiraitu crying the other day. We had even to get him an appointment with Ruto to cry there. Forgot even Merus. The Embus are crying. Have you seen the Gen Z saying Uhuru is licking Gen Z blood? So there is tribal bigotry and ethnicity which is being pushed in Kenya by other Kenyans by reminding them, you are opposition. You are opposition. So despite being equal Kenyans, eat nothing. Let me tell you, if my Kamba brothers and sisters want to eat nothing, just eat nothing. But all Kenyans have their rightful space in government. Let them enter and eat. We are eating our taxes, we are eating our government, and we are serving our country. So don't remind me again that we are in bed with whoever. We are all in this government. And if you don't know it, check what happened in the US yesterday. Trump won. You saw all former presidents of the US alive there. Even when he's castigating them, they all applaud. When he arrives, they all stand. If you asked President Biden today, who is the president of the United States, he'll tell you, my president is President Trump. In our constitutional democracy, once you do election, a few people believe they should be eating everything. Your duty begins and ends at giving them taxes to eat. And you are reminded, go to some imaginary thing called opposition. Be there. And so when you take positions, opposition is dead. Which opposition? If Kenyans want an opposition, undertake another constitutional review, and bring parliamentary system, and have government and opposition, the other side, and people will serve. Let me end by saying, nobody elected me to be opposition. We presented Raila. And it is very bad that the very people who rejected Raila for Ruto are now telling us Ruto is bad. And go to social media. They are abusing even Raila. Even AUC, you get a normal Kenyan in his sane mind saying Raila should not get. Yet he's a guy who cannot be anything. You know, we've become so unpatriotic, so ethnic, so tribal, that we don't see beyond, you know, what is good for all Kenyans. I'll always fight, let me tell you, as an ODM member. If something is bad, I will stand for it, against it. And remember the other day I said, you cannot abduct Kenyans. Whoever is doing so must stop. Because abduction is the worst form of torture you can ever have. And torture is inviolable human right under the Constitution. You can violate the right to life if you want, but not torture. In fact, let me tell Kenyans that better a person shoots you the way our people were shot in 2023 than abduct you. Because when you abduct, each second, each minute, the family, the relatives are being killed. So if something is wrong, as a member of the ODM, I'll say this is wrong. If something is right, like the work the police have done around terrorism, I will say here the police have done well. And so don't tell me that as ODM member, because you voted for Ruto, my work is to only say Ruto is bad. I will not do so. You made your bed, lie on it, and being a constitutional democracy, we will ensure you lie on it even if it has thorns until the next elections.
I don't know whether, I normally say that William Ruto is someone who can spot someone who he can use. He will use you and dump you. And Peter Kaluma has been so much vocal since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached. And right now, he's saying something that I really don't know. If this thing continues like this, Peter Kaluma should stop. Because if he doesn't stop, then the Luos themselves, the Luo community, the Luo people, the Gen Zs from Luo Nyanza, let me talk about the Gen Zs, because those are the people that have really woken up. The Gen Zs from Luo Nyanza, the Gen Zs from the Luo community, you should spot these guys as early as now. Because if you don't do that, then they are going to bring a lot of distractions in Luo Nyanza. They are going to bring a lot of distractions. And if they bring this distraction back, then I don't think if there is any Luo person who will have a say Suppose Raila Odinga fails, and I don't, not even the Luos, by the way, not even Luo person. I don't know. I really don't know what these guys will say if at all Raila Odinga fails to become the chairman of African Union. Because if it goes like this, I've heard Gladys Wanga saying, and imagine she's the chairperson, the national chairperson. I really don't understand. She's saying that the AUC votes is only for one person in Kenya. And that one person is William Ruto, and that is why they are supporting him. So suppose it was not Raila's bid to become the chairman of Africa, they could have not supported him. But one thing I have to say is that these people should be tamed. They should be stopped. Because if they are not stopped, then they're going to bring a lot of distractions in the country. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute to click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye-bye.